Alright, hey guys, Rune here. So I'm going to talk about our next attack, which is the town in Renlin. Okay, so we're going to mark down the locations and we're going to name them. So please remember where these locations are and what their names are so that you are able to move to a certain location or be ready for enemies coming from a particular location. Okay, so we have, let's see, we have the left hole, left supply, middle lane, right supply, and then we have the X lane, the X right lane, and the main gate, as well as the right hole. Okay, now the new thing I want to try also is when I see you and I'm trying to give you direction. So it is easy if you're, like, say, on the X. For example, if Devilina's on the X and say, Dev, middle lane, Kev. Okay, he knows that they're going to come from here. Okay, so what happens if Dev is here and he's from the right side, he's heading up here. Okay, so, and then, Kev coming from here, how am I going to, caution him or tell him that, or from the top? So if Dev is here and I say, Dev, north. Okay, so if you look at the compass over here, north meaning that it will be here. So all maps will have their own orientation with north, north, south, east, west. So if let's say he's here and then suddenly Dev east, oh, okay, from the back, he knows. Okay, or Dev west, from the front here. So you can be at any location if there's no point near you. If I say your name and I say north, south, east, west, based on that, you know where. Okay, which brings me to the next point. How do you get better at playing this game? Use tab. Tab is your best friend. Do not always wait for me to try and give you instructions. Okay, yes, it is important that I do give you instructions, but you must also try and react on the ground itself. Because Renlin itself is a battle of reaction. Who reacts the fastest? Okay, so the main gist of the battle is this. For example, let's say if we, pretend, if we head up here and then we're now at this point, and then what happens is the enemy starts flooding in. Wow. Try and. So what happens is this means that because there are so many enemies in this location, okay, then this location will have very little. Right? This location here. This location will have very little. Okay? So what do? We then push in. Okay, while these people here are getting killed, sorry, you're sacrificing yourself for a greater cause. Okay, we are either trying to take the supply or we are basically trying to take X. Okay, that's why you've noticed in the battle previously, you watched the defense battle, I'm saying, okay, now it's time to push. How do I know? Because I can basically see. This is basically what the strategist will see, okay, as an overview. Okay, so press tab. Look and see where your allies are. Which place does it require reinforcement? Alright, so over here, when you press tab, this is basically what you see. Where are all the blue dots? If you are just spawning, where are the blue dots? If I don't assign you, go and see where the blue dots are lacking and you should go there. Or if you need to push, you should go there. Okay? Alright, so some locations that I did not mention previously was the siege tower. Again, did I mention that? I can't remember. Okay, never mind. Siege tower placed up here. Why? Because we need to access this mortar location. Okay, this one we'll arrange, don't worry. There's another mortar location over here. And this mortar location will be used only when we have finished capping X. Okay? Alright. So again, really, it is a reaction game. Who can react the fastest? Okay, from a strategist point of view, I say everybody is now heading right supply. It is now time to push X. Push X. Of course, don't... Remember, this is not a siege battle. Don't kill yourself and then, oh, I can respawn later. No, you have a 2-minute cooldown. Okay, your absence basically allows the enemy to push us back again. That's why we lost X so many times, because heroes are basically dying. Alright. Okay, so let's talk about phase 1. So phase 1 here, I want one group to be here. Okay, I'll assign you guys squad 1, 2 or 3 depending. In the middle will be 3 people. Okay, a Falconetti, 1 range per piece and 1 set of shields. And finally, on the right side will be the Cav group plus the remainder of the 2 people. Okay, so if you are Cav, you have to bring siege as well. Okay, these 2 people can't be the only people taking this down. For the siege tower itself, sorry, not mortar location, siege tower, the main gate people will be the ones building it. Okay, because based on experience, the main gate is the last thing to go down. Okay, the left and the right walls are normally the first to go down. Alright, so once the wall goes down, phase 2. Now, and this is where it gets a bit complicated because there's really many ways the enemy can defend, and there are many ways that we can attack. But again, remember, the main important point is whenever enemy is being drawn to one location, left side, the other location will basically attack, plus the middle. Okay, whatever location, plus the middle. Okay, so if let's say the left is pushing in and everybody's congregating to the left, the right push in. If the right is going in and the enemy is congregating to the right, the left push in. Again, remember, units are important, but this is not the siege battle. Heroes are more important. If you can kill a hero, kill the hero. Okay, again, you yourself should not be the one dying. So if you see that you can kill a hero, but then you will cause yourself to die, think twice. If you can kill 3 heroes and you yourself die, then of course, go ahead. Good exchange. Good. Okay, phase 2. How are we gonna attack phase 2? Once the wall goes down, Cav, rush in. Okay, infantry, go to this side. Okay, at this point, what happens is the enemy will start to try and congregate and try and hit the right supply. Alright, so the left side still hold. Okay, left side don't go anywhere yet. Wait for the horses to push in. Once the enemy has once we have directed their attention significantly to the right side, the left side come in. Okay? First thing that the left side will do, get the supply. Okay? If not a lot of people there, send one person down, the rest go down to X. At this point, the gate would have already been open. They push up forward as well. Okay, now depending again on how many people are here, the falconettes that were here can basically climb up to this point. Okay, so that they can shoot down artillery on here as well as here for support. Okay, so again, like I said, this game is really a reaction game. Not this game, sorry. This particular map is a reaction game. Okay, there are many things that can happen and there are a lot of possibilities. Okay, the thing you should not be doing is number 1, sitting down there doing nothing. Cluster fucking in one position. Okay, very easy target for Cav or mortars or artillery for that matter. Okay, so horses, when you come in here, what you need to do is, once you're here, don't just sit there, go and kill the gunners. Okay, need be, go down and help your infantry people, or go down the middle and hit X. Okay, tab is your best friend. When you are playing, use tab to see where your allies are or where the enemy is. Visible enemies anyway. So whether you're mastering in, if I don't give you any direction, press tab. Look and see where we are the weakest at or where we are pushing. Okay, and then head to that location. If you need to confirm, ask. Strategists will basically tell you. Okay? And basically that's it. It is that simple. Of course, when you look at it, so simple, but remember, it is basically drawing attention from somewhere else so that enemy goes there and then the other side will basically attack. So if we're drawing attention from the left, the right will attack. If we're drawing attention from the right, the left will attack. Okay? Up to the point where we start to cap X, which is phase 3. Okay, so we're now starting to cap X, phase 3. If you are Cav, okay, start trying to head to the supply point. Okay, we need to prevent them from holding this supply point, because once we get this supply, they will not be able to reinforce and kacau X, or to disturb X basically. Alright, so at this point, Cav, again, look on the ground. If we need supply needs to be kept, go ahead. If not, okay, head to this location. Infantry. Why is it blue? Okay, infantry, head up here. Okay, now what should be at the X point at this particular point of time? Water brushers or spearmen or pike and shields. Facing these 2 locations. Why these 2 locations? Because this should be covered already by our guy. Okay. Mortar locations as well. Mortar, you guys should be bombing this area. Okay, so that we can help. Again, play by ear, yeah. But definitely some needs to be here to be bombing stuff down. Alright. Once we cap the supply, we have gotten X. Alright. Time to get serious. Okay. This supply should be ours as well. Okay, we are pushing the enemy back. as you're pushing them back, mortar location, so that you guys can basically support by mortaring this location. Okay, infantry come here, left supply. If possible, we can come here and then disrupt them. Okay, because if we are able to prevent spawns from coming here, we can simply push into the cap, take it. Now remember, this is not a siege battle, yeah? I said this many times and I'll say it again. So things do not apply in this TW war compared to a siege battle. Once you cap, you just need to throw your troops on it and prevent them from recapping it. As long as you have one troop on it, okay, they cannot stop it from being capped. Okay, so again, mortar location over here. Siege, so probably if you want, you can build siege here as well. Okay, but because we have these two supplies, you shouldn't be dying. You'll be switching troops and then basically going there and then attacking as best as you can. Okay, if you need to send your troops in to die, to basically prevent people from capping or to stop people from moving forward, go ahead. Okay, once we start to cap the X itself, we basically should start to build our wall. Okay, so why am I thinking we're going to do? Okay, never mind, try this. Okay, over here, wall here, wall here. Okay, again, optimal mortar. I think only optimal mortars can shoot from here. Alright, so other places, siege, build wall, prevent them from coming in. Okay, and they will most probably come from here. They might try coming from the back, but they're already coming from the top. So this location is not so important. Okay. Well, that's it. All the best for Renlin. Again, memorize. So let me just go through the important things you need to do. Number 1, memorize lane location names. Number 2, get used to north, south, east, west. Number 3, understand what is the main purpose of, what is the main strategy for it, which is draw people to one side, attack on from the other side. Draw people from one side, attack to the other side. Okay? All the best for Tuesday. We will see you there. Have a good time.